This is going to be a tutorial, part 1 of a 3-part tutorial on the last 3 layers of a 3x3x7, or the last 2 layers of a 3x3x5. And this is going to be covering the corners. For all possible permutations of the last 3 layer corners, without imparities, which shouldn't happen in corners anyways, you have a solved state where all 4 corners are correct, a diagonal state where 2 diagonal corners need to be switched, and an adjacent switch where 2 adjacent corners need to switch. The algorithm we're going to be using for this step is a clockwise rotation of 3. I will write my algorithm I use down in the description. Okay, so for all possible cases, you're going to have to split into 3 steps. The first algorithm you're going to use to set up, and the second algorithm you're going to use to solve. So you have, like I said, 3 possible cases for the setup stage. And for this one, when it's 2 that are correct, you're going to put the 2 that are correct on the right side. And then you're going to do your algorithm. And that'll leave you with 2 correct. Another possible case is where all 4 corners are already correct during the setup stage. For this step, you're just going to do, it doesn't matter where you put it, just do the algorithm 1 time. And that'll leave you with 2 corners that are correct. The next one, is an opposite. Where 2 opposite corners need to switch. In this case, again, doesn't matter the orientation of the last layer, just do your algorithm 1 time. And that'll give you 2 corners. Okay, for 3x3x7. The bottom layer has 2 correct. Orange, orange. So I'm going to put them on the right side. The middle layer has 2 correct. Red, red. So I'm going to put them on the right side. And the top layer has orange, orange. Because they're all 3 correct, they're all 3 the same thing, I can go ahead and solve them in 1 algorithm. But that doesn't happen often. If you have all diagonals, then you can go ahead and use like a Y perm or a V perm to solve your corners. Because they're all 3 correct, I just put them in the back and do my algorithm. And all my corners are now solved. And just mix the corners up a little bit real fast. Okay, start in the bottom layer. Bottom layer has 2 correct. Blue, blue. Middle layer, and they all still have 2 correct. Okay, so for this I'm just going to go ahead and mess them up a little bit more, or at least attempt to. Okay, here we go, this one's a little bit different. Okay, the bottom layer has all 4 correct already, which means it's good. You can just leave it like that. The middle layer has 2 correct, so we're going to put them on the right side. Top layer has 2 correct, so we're going to put them on the right side. And do the algorithm, and now that leaves 2 correct on this layer, 2 correct on this layer, and 2 correct on this layer. Put them in the back, and that solves our corners. With that little bit of knowledge, you should be able to solve all your corners in 2 algorithms. Part 2 is going to work on noticing a parity and fixing a parity, and then part 3 is going to be solving the edges, and on average like 2 algorithms. Sometimes you need to do 3 though.